Hello, Capricorn, and welcome to your reading, your forecast for June 2022. My name is Lisa from It's Practical Magic. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I'm so grateful having you here, and I'm so grateful to have the opportunity to be reading for you again for those of you who are returning. And of course, it's so lovely having, if you're new to the channel, a new viewer as well. So a big heartfelt welcome into you also. I am an intuitive reader of runes, tarot, and oracle cards. And today we are going to be using oracle cards, followed by a message in connection with your chakra system to see what needs to be channeled there, and also taking a look at the Astral House forecast, which is kind of an overview for the whole month of June for you, Capricorn. We're going to be taking a look at the beginning, middle, and end of the month for you here as well, of course. And I'm really looking forward to seeing what is going on for our Capricorns today. All right, and for this month rather. let's see what we have going on. All right, so we're going to begin with the beginning, middle, and the end of the month here. And I will get that chakra card for you as well. What do we have for our Capricorns, please? What do you have for our Capricorns, please? For our Capricorns. Okay, I'm going to get that one. I feel a connection to that. And please keep in mind, this is a general reading, of course, so take what resonates with you, please, and leave what does not. And then we also have the Astral House here. So this is really nice because it can involve success, love, abundance, health, family, and it's kind of giving you a soul overview of where you can expect your primary energies even throughout the month. To either take focus or shift towards even. All right, so that's going to be for a little bit later as well. And let's see what we have with the beginning of the month for you, Capricorn. Well-being. I feel like this is definitely your call to take some time out. Your call to go on that vacation if you are able to, and even if you can't go on vacation, like you don't have time owing or the finances available right now, what can you do in your home space to create a vacation like energy, a vacation like escape, if you will. I really feel you have been working nonstop in all all possible aspects in your life, and in order to prevent this burnout syndrome, in order to prevent you from kind of like not being able to move forward, or also to receive, because I feel like a lot of the work that you've been putting towards this is to receive kind of like self gratification, the finances to move in your life if you're looking at moving, or to establish more in your business, or to invest more time to your loved ones, your family, or even love itself if you're looking for love. So I feel like, again, it starts with you, right? It starts with you here. And this is really the energy that's being channeled here for the beginning of June for you, is that you need to have some rest and relaxation where you can really quiet the mind. And actually, by quieting the mind, there's actually so much I feel that your mind wants to share with you. It's kind of like your angels and ancestors and guides have a type of download of sorts, if you will. So it's not really ego that I feel the connection to here. I feel like it's like something is trying to channel information to you, helpful, useful information. So if you have been feeling stuck, and I don't know why moving keeps coming into mind here, or changing, or even changing, your relationship, or I don't know. There's something there's something going on with, definitely there's change around you. But I feel like, again, you have been working so hard, and I mean, this is typical Capricorn energy, of course. Being a Cappy myself, I can relate. But it's like there's only so much you can reach when that battery is on extreme low, extreme empty. So recharge, rest, allowing your mind to drift and wander when you're in this relaxation state. If you practice meditation or anything that connects you to a sorts of meditation. Sorry. So whether that be music, art, animals, games, like whatever it is for you, you're really being encouraged to submerge yourself in this energy. It is going to help get those batteries charged again. So definitely I feel that you have had this sense of being overwhelmed, that you have had this sense of like, I just don't have any more to give. And so it makes sense. But before we can get back to giving, because this is what you do as well, Cappy, right? Is we need to get yourself charged with that energy again. So know that it's all right to take a timeout. Know that it's all right to create your own mini vacation if you can't go travel the world or that's not your thing or whatever. Um, but welcome that in. Okay. It is very, very much so needed. And this is right at the beginning of June. I feel it's even honestly trickling from the end of May into June. hmm so for look at this. Yeah. So here we're no longer laying. Cappy has the battery charged again. Look at Cappy go. But I find what that download, what that message could have been perhaps was some guidance as to how you can balance things in your life a little bit better, right? And it's not that, again, Capricorns are like, I can balance things. I don't need help with that. Again, totally not speaking with my own experience here by any means. All kidding aside, though, I feel like yeah, this information that's been channeled, we're seeing kind of like that moon energy being carried here as well. It's allowing you to keep your eye on the prize, on things that you want to achieve, again, whatever that move might be, or changing a relationship or welcoming in a relationship, or again, what resonates here with you. But also being able to not get so depleted with your energy. I feel like you have been here time and time again, Cappies, where you're kind of like, okay, this time I'm going to make sure I have that time for myself. I'm going to make sure I honor that. And I mean, this is why we're seeing this message come up again, right? Because something's been missed. So clearly we need to be spending a little bit more time on the healing and time and space to ourselves here before before we can receive that channeling, and that channeling, that information, that download, if you will, is helping us to maintain a balance, a structure, because Cappies, again, we like our structure. But it's just like it's allowing us to really just lead a peaceful and fulfilling life. Peaceful and fulfilling life. The end of the month, look at that. Look at how you're just shining. It's beautiful. You're happy. You have found something that works for you. You have been able to welcome in the energy and love from friends, the support from friends or family, or even, a partner, if you will, which is building that strength, building that confidence, even in a sense, kind of pushing your boundaries, I feel at times. So, like, Cappies like to get comfy in their hermit energy mode, where they like their safe space and environments. But again, sometimes we need that nudge from an other to kind of like get us out of our comfort zone, because there's so much to explore in this life. There's so much to experience, to taste, to love, to smell, to feel, and I feel like there's going to be someone coming into your life who knows how to approach you gently, who knows that you are the way you are, because I mean, not just because you're Capricorn, but because it's just like it's you, right? And they respect that, but they also gently, do try to nudge you out of your comfort zone a little bit. It's a very healthy transition. And you can see that because this is kind of like your energy here, like up in that the trees or whatever that is. But it's where you're like, you know what? This is a new experience. And normally, perhaps months ago or years ago, I'd be like, oh, no, 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 no. And now you're like, oh, okay, no, I am feeling comfortable and ready to try this. And then once you do, you're like, oh my gosh, like it's not as bad as I thought it would be. It's very liberating. It's very much focused. We have the heart and the solar plexus here as well, coming through with that energy, which is really nice. I do feel like you and nature is something that goes hand in hand as well. And I feel like you have not been able to be in nature the way you have wanted to. And again, perhaps because of that busy schedule, or things just kind of taking over your time and depleting that energy, where you're like, you know what, I come home and I'm just like, I don't have the energy to go walk in the forest. Like, or I don't know, and it's like this connection I feel is someone who's bringing you back to nature. It could also be a familiar. It could be an animal familiar who is kind of like, channeling here through and kind of like, because again, there's some sort of message or download that has to happen, and perhaps you're just going to check your mail, and there's that little bird on the fence, and it's kind of like, oh, it's nudging you to go a little bit further down the street, and then you get down the street and you like see this beautiful tree or something, right? And that is just so inspiring to you that you have to walk a little bit further, again, not your comfort zone, but you have to walk a little bit further and actually go and touch that tree because it's just like, it's just so gorgeous or whatever. Anywho, if any of you who are watching this actually have a tree or bird experience, I would love to hear about it. But I do feel that is very much so what's being channeled here. And again, it might not be in the form of a bird or a tree, of course. This could be just a metaphor. But regardless, there is something that's going to be appearing in your life that's really going to help you move forward, I guess, in a very gentle and kind manner. Okay, so here we have your chakra card, and it's saying universal light. Yeah, beautiful. So here we have the solar plexus, and that was something I felt was being channeled as well before we even turned over that card. Solar plexus energy. So we're wanting to break free, to allow that light that you have, Capricorn, to come out of its shell. That it's been held back for long enough, and it's okay if it's just a little like beacon of light to begin with. There's nothing wrong with that, but that little beacon will lead to like this beautiful massive star at some point. My gosh, like very I love your read. Oh, speaking of love. Speaking of love, for those of you who have been wondering about a connection that might have been made in regards to like ooh la la love energy, it's going to intensify in the month of June. And for those of you who are already in a relationship and you're not really feeling that connection, I feel it's very much so the love towards you. It is blossoming, it is growing, it's beautiful. Or it could also be both. It could also be both. Again, take what resonates and leave what does not. But Capricorn, it has been such a pleasure to be here with you today. Thank you for joining me, and I'm looking forward to seeing you again in July. Take good care.